Today we are in Nişantaşı, one of the richest, chicest neighborhoods in Istanbul. Previously we have shown you the old city, we have shown you some of the most historic neighborhoods of the city, but Istanbul has a lot of faces, and today we're going to show you a completely different face of Istanbul. Let's go. Nişantaşı is the home of the rich residents of Istanbul who prefer the urban life. Istanbul has a lot of upscale neighborhoods, but what makes Nişantaşı special is that this one is very central and very lively. Most upscale neighborhoods in most places tend to be a little bit more quiet and a little bit more isolated, but Nişantaşı is very central. It's literally right next to the modern city center, and it's bustling. It's full of life. There are lots of options where you can shop, where you can eat, and it's such a lively, bustling, rich neighborhood. This is a really fun place to be.
When we say Nişantaşı, first thing coming in our mind is luxury shopping. Nişantaşı is the center of luxury shopping in Istanbul. There are lots of international brands here, such as Louis Vuitton, Rolex, Prada. Those brands have shops here. Guys, we showed you the Grand Bazaar in our videos. When you go to Grand Bazaar, you will see more traditional products, more handmade things, carpets, ceramics, tiles, scarves. But this is modern shopping, this is luxury shopping, and on this side of city you will see international brands, Turkish local brands, and also a lot of famous Turkish designers have boutique shops here. And if you like to buy clothes, shoes, bags, Nişantaşı is the address of luxury shopping, especially this street. This is Abdi İpekçi Street, and as you see around me there are lots of brands waiting for you.
Today an upscale neighborhood, but once upon a time, hundreds of years ago, Nişantaşı was a massive shooting range. Yes, it was a shooting range. This is where sultans and princes from the Ottoman Sultanate came for training. This is where they did shooting, and if they did a remarkable shooting, the sultans were honored with this commemorative shooting stones, with these target stones, which has a text written in Ottoman Turkish describing and praising the Sultan for this remarkable shooting. There are a total 5 of these stones in Nişantaşı, and this is the most impressive one.
Once you enter this neighborhood, you will see lots of beautiful buildings, houses, and cool apartments around you. But one of them is that iconic building right behind me. One of the most famous architects of Republic of Turkey lived in this house, and look at its beautiful design, modern and traditional Turkish architecture meet in one building. If you are in this neighborhood, it is definitely worth to check it out.
Finding Nişantaşı is also quite easy. It's a 20-minute walk from the famous Taksim Square, which is often considered the modern city center of Istanbul. It's a 20-minute walk. All you need to do is to locate the Vali Konağı Avenue, which is often considered the main street of Nişantaşı. To get here with subway is also quite easy. From the Taksim Square, there's the M2 metro line, and it's just one stop. Nearest station here is called Osman Bey, and from the Osman Bey station of M2, it's a 5-minute walk. It's really easy to get to Nişantaşı. Once you get to Nişantaşı, in the beginning of this Vali Konağı Avenue, you will see this green park on your right. And this is also a great location to take a break from the hustle and bustle of the busy urban life of Istanbul.
After you visited Nişantaşı neighborhood, go down through Maçka Park all the way down till Dolmabahçe Palace. Once you reach the palace, you'll have an amazing view there. So there will be piers to get the ferries, to go to Asian side for boat tours, or if you want, visit the palace, or at least find a nice restaurant by the coast and enjoy the nice view. It will be a great ending to a beautiful day. And I know that in these days Turkish TV series becoming very popular all around the world. And by chance, if you are following one of them, maybe you can see your favorite Turkish actor or actress in this neighborhood. While walking in Nişantaşı, it is possible to run into a Turkish celebrity. Now we will go to eat something with Emre. Maybe in a restaurant we will come across one of them. Let's go.
And of course, an upscale neighborhood like Nişantaşı is also an excellent place for dining. Now, there are more than 70 restaurants listed on the Michelin Guide in Istanbul, and 3 of them are in Nişantaşı. And behind me is one of those restaurants called Mahir Lokantası, which specializes in traditional Turkish cuisine. Let's go.
Hakan Bey 2 kişi.
So this restaurant has 2 types of food. There is the home food, which finishes around 3 p.m., like 2-3 p.m. They cook it once in the morning, and once it's done, it's done. But they keep serving kebabs and lahmacun and other types of Turkish kebab food until late evening, until like 9-10 p.m. So this is a great place for both lunch and dinner. Now, for us, this is dinner time, so we're eating mostly. Most of the home foods are already over by now, but they still have a little bit of beans and a little bit of bulgur. So this is left from lunch, but this is cooked on demand. So we ordered some kebab. We ordered 2 types of kebab. This is Mardin kebab and this is Beyti kebab. Beyti kebab is one of the rare kebab dishes that is actually known for Istanbul, Beyti kebab. And this one is lahmacun. Lahmacun, we've already shown you this in a couple of videos. It's one of my favorite Turkish foods of all time. And this one is içli köfte. So içli köfte is something that is usually fried. It's usually deep fried. That's bulgur on the outside, and it has minced meat with spices and herbs and some chili sauce on the top. İçli köfte is typically fried, and it's usually bigger. It's like more like a boat shape, and it's deep fried. But this time it's boiled. So this is from a different region, different part of Turkey. In some parts of the city, they make it boiled. In some parts, they make it deep fried. It's absolutely delicious. So this restaurant, this Mahir restaurant, became particularly famous amongst locals after a famous Turkish gourmet, Vedat Milor, came to this restaurant and recommended it. And he said it's really good. So after that, this place got really popular, and we had to wait for quite some time outside. There was a line. So you go inside, you tell your name, they write it on a piece of paper, and then you wait outside for them to call you. So I ate here once, but many years ago, and I don't remember. It was such a long time ago. So let's see how good it tastes. Take some yogurt. That purple thing is sumac on top. It's basically like a kebab wrapped with some dough. Let's see how it is. Yeah, this was absolutely worth the wait. Yeah, really good. Got some mashed eggplant, grilled and mashed eggplant, and some kebab. Wow, this is really good. So the meat, it's almost crunchy. It's like, how did they even do it? It's like, it doesn't look crispy, but it is crispy on the outside. The meat has a nice chewiness to it, but it's not too hard. It's soft, but not too soft. It's just like the perfect. And now let's try the boiled içli köfte. Whoa, look at that, guys. This looks incredible. With a little bit of a chili sauce. Let's see how this tastes. Wow. You know what? I can eat just this and nothing else. I think I will come here next time to eat only this. This is really phenomenal. Very tasty. If you like a little bit of chili, this is really good. I prefer this to the deep fried version. And this is it for today's video, everybody. We hope you liked this content. If you did, you know what to do. Follow us and stay tuned, because we'll be soon back with new and informative videos about Istanbul.